Here's our next video in the Aeries Gradebook section. We've already talked about how to create our gradebooks, and here are our different gradebooks. We've talked about how to add assignments, how to add standards. Now, there are a couple other things in here that you can use to help you out. You have reports, and these are really nice. For example, you can get a progress report by how the class is doing on different work, or you can run one on students. You can also run a report that will give you missing assignments that will list it by each student's name and the grade book. So for example, if you run missing assignments, it will go through the writing and it'll give you the first student and then say no missing assignments. Then the second student might be missing the I am human, which is a really nice feature for just quickly checking on who's missing work. Now, manage is that original, from the original video where we were setting everything up. Click on this, edit gradebook, and it comes back to that original series of setup bars. Now, one thing I would recommend is every so often, maybe once a month, is create a backup. Aeries has been known to have issues, so you can come here and save a backup copy, which has helped me in the past. Here's another really cool feature. You can set up rules. So for example, you can allow, and we're in the writing folder, you can add a rule, drop the lowest score, maybe 1 if you want. You can also set it up to math. Changing it to math. Let's come back to rules. Add a rule. And so you can drop one of the lowest scores from which category would you like to drop it from. So I usually don't like dropping tests, but I will allow the kids to drop one of the lower classroom work pieces just in case. If you've got a lot of grades, you can do a couple, whatever you're happy with. And again, they will be dropped by overall score. Negative weight, I wouldn't worry about. And you can either replace it with nothing or an average score, such I would leave it nothing. And then you can click update. So those are some of the very basics of Google or Aeries Gradebook. And again, if you look here, you can click scores by class. You can click here to go to specific assignments, or you can click it from the bar. You also can click and go to certain students' work. Aeries Gradebook is actually fairly useful, especially when it comes time to report cards, where you can transfer into the report cards directly from your scores here. And it also does set to the subsections of the standards in the report card, which can save you a lot of work. You still want to double check them when you put them in, but it's much easier to change a few grades than to click 97 times by 30 kids. So that's a very quick introduction to Aeries Gradebook.